Mamta Jadhav is asking, what enables us to feel fulfilled and satisfied throughout the life except spirituality? That's a lovely question, Mamta. And spirituality honestly doesn't make you feel fulfilled or satisfied. You heard it right. I'll tell you why. A lot of time in today's world, what is called as spirituality is not the actual spirituality. What today is called as spirituality is sitting in meditation for 15, 20, 30 minutes a day. Maybe doing some journaling, maybe doing some gratitude exercise, or maybe praying to the God. Now, all of this is important. I'm not saying it's not. I personally do it. But that's not all about spirituality. Now, understand something, Mamta. Every person in this world, every human being in this world is a spiritual being. Right? Why? I'll tell you. Do you have spirit inside you? The soul inside you? Yes, right? That means you're spiritual. You're a spiritual being who's incarnated in the human body. All your experiences of your life, including fulfillment and satisfaction, are coming through this soul that is carrying into this journey. The vehicle of the body is being used by the soul to experience every emotion that you are experiencing today. So in a way, spirituality is not just getting connected with that part of you once in a while. For me, spirituality is being in that authentic self of yours, being in that space where you connect with yourself every moment, not just for half an hour. So, yeah, first I wanted to debunk that myth for you that spirituality is not just that what you're talking about. The second thing that when you see that what enables us to feel fulfilled and satisfied in the throughout the life. So for me, the first part of I would like to talk about the Vedic sciences here now. Like we have a Brahmacharya ashram, then we have Grihastha ashram, then we have Vanaprastha ashram, and the end we have the Sannyas ashram, right? So these are the 4 ashrams which were designed for a human evolution. So the first part of the human being's life is in the Brahmacharya ashram. What a Brahmacharya ashram means is the child is learning all the sanskaras of the world. Every education that is available, the child is accumulating all of that. So it's all about learning and growing, not just in your technical development, which has become today's education system. But if you look at the Gurukul system, it wasn't just about knowing your know-hows, but it was knowing about who you are, getting more in touch with yourself. 20% of your fulfillment probably comes from your career or what do you choose in your life to do. But 80% of your fulfillment comes from who you become. So it's absolutely critical in that first Brahmacharya ashram, you start developing various interests and you start gathering more and more skills, not just on the technical part, but also becoming that person. And that's what even now the Western psychology or the neurology talks about, that you have to first become law of manifestation. You have to first embody the principles and then you achieve them, right? The second ashram is Grihastha ashram. So in the first ashram, you feel fulfilled by acquiring more knowledge and skills and learning the know-hows of living life. The second ashram is the Grihastha ashram. Now that you've learned all those things in the first part of your life, now is the time to implement it. So you get married, you have children, you kind of do your all dharmas, all your duties about yourself, about your family, about taking care of lots of things, and that becomes your Grihastha ashram. And following those duties or doing those duties gives you the fulfillment and satisfaction. Suppose I'm a mother, I'm a doctor, I am a wife, I'm a daughter, I'm a daughter-in-law, I'm a sister, I'm a trainer, I am a guru to so many of my students. So all of these are my duties as I'm in Grihastha ashram. And I want to fulfill these duties to the 100%. And when I do those 100% duties, that's where I'll feel fulfilled. Then from Grihastha ashram, we move into Vanaprastha ashram. Once you have fulfilled all your duties as in the Grihastha ashram, you have done everything that's necessary, everything that's your excellence and your best version. What you learned in the first ashram, you implemented in the second ashram. Now, after in that implementation of Grihastha ashram, what has happened is you gathered a lot of experience, right? You gathered a lot of experience. Some things worked well for you, some things didn't work for you. Some choices that you made were excellent, some choices that you made really didn't work out, and maybe there's so much happened, right? Now with that experience, you enter into the third ashram, that is Vanaprastha ashram. That happens post-retirement, generally at that age, where you give all your duties, the family duties, the householders' duties to the next generation of yours, and you enter into the Vanaprastha ashram. Now, in the Vanaprastha ashram, you go and you stay separate, or you stay with the family, but you are detached pretty much from the regular chores of the family. So you probably are, you're in that stage of where you're probably a grandparent or somebody who's, elderly in the house, who's looking after things, maybe sharing stories with the younger generation and things like that. Also, in that Vanaprastha ashram, you are learning, whatever you learn through your experiences, you're going through a lot of, you're mulling over that experience, and you're drawing a lot of wisdom from that experience. So that entire Vanaprastha ashram is about drawing the wisdom, becoming more conscious, elevating yourself to the next level of consciousness, next level of your being, where you start assimilating a lot of experience, knowledge together, and you become a wise person. Now that's your job. As in Vanaprastha ashram, you are a wise person, and that gives you the fulfillment, because now you are not, I'm not talking about being pedantic or being condescending to the younger generation, but through your wisdom, how can you add more value to the younger generation's life, so that you give them that value, you teach them certain things, you tell them know-hows, and you tell them about your experiences. And from that space, then once your Vanaprastha ashram duties are done, the fourth ashram is Sannyasa ashram. Now when you enter the Sannyasa ashram, you practically are on your own. So you are in isolation, you're not with anybody else. You are slowly leaving this body with that complete awareness that I'm not body, but I'm this energy, I'm the soul. And you are kind of preparing yourself to unite with the ultimate soul. So you are taking this every ashram when you go through. Every ashram and the duties in that ashram gives you the fulfillment and satisfaction. Now when you said what enables us to feel fulfilled and satisfied throughout the life, I felt this is the right answer for you, because it's not some one thing that will give you the fulfillment and satisfaction throughout the life. It's what you become in entire life. And every single day when you go back to sleep, in the night when you think about your day or how you're becoming or what growth have you achieved so far, in not just your physical area, but mental, emotional, spiritual and financial area. These 5 areas are very critical for a human being to feel fulfilled and satisfied. And when you go through, assessment of your day or a week or month or quarter or a year, it's the measurement of your success, fulfillment and satisfaction. Now it will differ for each person. So you have to decide which ashram are you in right now. And if you feel that you haven't completely learned everything in the brahmacharya ashram that you need right now in your grihastha ashram, then I think you need to kind of bring it all together and make it better. Like generally in the last few centuries, because the Gurukul system wasn't existing, most of us have not been exposed to a complete exposure of the skill sets that a human being requires, not just to not just to get a technical skill, but know-hows of the world, like how do I want to conduct myself, what is my consciousness, who I want to become, all of these things. Now maybe you have to learn all of that in your grihastha ashram to then make sure that your Vanaprastha ashram goes well. So I hope I answered that question to you, Mamta. I know it was little more more from a point of view of Vedic sciences, but I thought that this is something that probably will help you. If it helped you, let me know. Thank you so much for that question.